Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today, inshallah, we're going to discuss an algebra lesson which is non-negative and negative integer powers. Okay, as we said that our lesson is called non-negative and negative integer power in R. What's the meaning of non-negative? Non-negative means positive, but not just positive, also means zero. Because 0 is neither positive nor negative. So when I say non-negative, I also talk about 0. Integers. So that means that the power could be an integer, positive integer, or 0. Like what you have here in example number 1. As you can see here, a to the power of 4, you know from before that it means a multiplied by itself 4 times. Also I can say that root 2 multiplied by itself 5 times is equal to root 2 to the power of 5, which can be simplified to 4 root 2, and we're going back to this point later. Now, if you look at the second case, which is a belong to R star. What's the meaning of R star? R star means all the positive real numbers and the negative real numbers except 0. And here he means the base. A here means the base. If the base can be any number but not 0. So in the first example we have talked that the power is positive, but here in the second example we're talking about the other non-negative value, which is 0. As you all know that any number to the power of 0 equals 1. As you can see in the example down here, root 7 to the power of 0 equals 1. Also negative 1 over root 11 all to the power of 0 equals 1. Any quantity to the power of 0 equals 1. Now let's go back to this. Root 2 to the power of 5 equals 4 root 2. I know that you all can get it with a calculator. But if you look at the notes down here, it's saying when we simplify, we follow the following steps. First, we change the negative power to positive. So if we get a power that is negative, you have to change it into positive. We're going to learn how to do this. Then factorize if possible. Then look at step 3. Simplify using rules of powers. So right now we're going to remember some of the powers rules and learn some new ones too. Again, he's saying if A and B belongs to R star, which means the base, the number down, can be positive real number, negative real number, but not 0. M and N are two non-negative integer numbers. What's the meaning of this? The power is non-negative, so it could be positive or 0. That's right. Now, do you remember these rules? You have studied this from before. When we multiply and we have the same base, you bring down the base and you do what with the powers? Yes, that's right, you add them. But if you divide, you bring down the same base. If you have the same base, then you subtract the powers. However, A times B all to the power of n equals A to the power of n times B to the power of n, which means we have distributed the power. Again, we can, in number 4, also distribute the power in division. So you can distribute the power in multiplication as in number 3 or in division as in number 4. Question or note, sorry, number 5. A to the power of m all to the power of n. You know this case when you have such a thing, you multiply the two powers by each other.